Hi, this is Mark from the Starborn project. In this sixth installment, we are exploring the Buddhist idea of emptiness, independent arising. Gautama Buddha said that all composite things decay. Work out your salvation with diligence. All phenomena go through a moment-to-moment process of change and disintegration. All phenomena arise, all phenomena pass. It is possible to observe this process in our experience, in our possessions, bodies, thoughts, and emotional states. The passing of phenomena does not come about instantaneously. Things do not just disappear. Passing is a result of an ongoing process called entropy. Entropy is the steady degradation or disorder of all energy, matter, and systems in the universe. In fact, it is not possible to understand the arising and passing of phenomena without understanding how entwined entropy is with the arising of phenomena. For example, our understanding of phenomena could lead us to believe that houses pass only when they are demolished. However, experience tells us that houses eventually decay whether or not they are demolished. Without continued maintenance, they quickly become unlivable and eventually fall down. One has only to drive through the countryside to see old houses in disrepair. Like houses, all phenomena continuously decay. The fact that phenomena arise make it necessary for it to decay and pass. Said another way, if we did not build a house, it would not pass, it would not fall down. When we understand impermanence in these terms, we see that arising and passing are not mutually exclusive events. They are the same event viewed from two perspectives. That is, that arising phenomena is a result of passing phenomena, in the same way that passing phenomena is a result of arising phenomena. Because of our tendency to cling to phenomena, all things and all events are ultimately unsatisfactory. Clinging to phenomena that decay and pass is the cause of suffering, and at the same time, clinging is the nature of our being. Actions are the result of choices. Action sets in motion events that inevitably produce results. These results may be pleasant or unpleasant, depending on our volition. In some cases, we experience the results of our action immediately, and in other cases, results manifest later. The development of our life is a consequence of mind. The mind creates our world, and cause and effect fuels our experience. Once we understand the nature of mind, our ignorance diminishes. As this happens, we are able to see the possibility of freedom. We are able to see the possibility of a mind freed from erroneous beliefs and a mind that generates love. Such freedom, liberated from the pain created by our craving, is the only lasting state of freedom that exists. All compounded things are impermanent and subject to birth, aging, and death. A table, for example, is made of a variety of pieces of wood shaped into a tabletop, inserts, and at least 4 legs. There are machine parts like screws, washers, nuts, and bolts that fit it all together. It is painted and polished and finished. When we put all the individual pieces together, we say that a table exists. As the table exists through time, it goes through a variety of changes until one day it ceases being a table. Its legs no longer hold, inserts are lost or broken, the tabletop is no longer flat or in one piece. Once the table loses its tableness, one could say that it has died. In a similar fashion, a human being develops and is born. It has a body that contains a head with eyes, ears, mouth, legs, and feet. It has a beating heart, lungs, brain, stomach, intestines, and a nervous system along with consciousness, awareness that it is aware. We could write entire books about the complexity of being human. Others have. The human body, its consciousness, and all human functions. All of that, however, is beyond the scope of this video. When all, or substantially all, of these constituents are compounded, a human person is said to exist. Everything born is subject to change, that is, development, decay, loss, old age, and death. Stated succinctly, you and I are compounded beings who are going to die. Everything we see, the universe, the multiverse, and all things we know, can know, and even those things that we will never know, are in a process of change, which ultimately ends in decay and death. In other words, all things are compounds. They have no inherent existence, and they arise interdependently from endless streams of previous causes. There is nothing in the vastness of the multiverse that exists separate from all other existing things. A table exists because there is wood and metal to make it. It exists because there is a person who can conceive the need of a table and is able to fashion the wood and metals in useful ways. The wood exists because trees exist. Trees exist because the sun, atmosphere, and the earth provide nourishment. Nourishment exists because wind blows pollen and seeds from other trees, water falls down from the sky or flows on or under the earth. Water, which is a necessary component of life, is made when two atoms of hydrogen and one atom of oxygen fuse together. Carbon, which is another necessary component of life, when fused with two oxygen atoms, creates carbon dioxide. Humans and other animals breathe oxygen, are 75% water, and exhale carbon dioxide. Trees and humans are in a symbiotic relationship because trees take in carbon dioxide and exhale oxygen, which humans require for their survival. Humans inhale oxygen and exhale carbon dioxide, which trees require for their survival. The metal required to make a table comes out of the earth as iron ore and is separated out of stone through complex human-made processes. This iron is mixed with other metals which have been mined, milled, and separated in similar fashion, cooled, fashioned, and tooled into screws, nuts, washers, etc. Stars make iron through complex internal chemical processes. The development of iron causes the star to go supernova and spews it into the universe, where it collects with other materials and forms planets, like the Earth. The volcan activities within the Earth continue to mix and harden the iron over millions of years until humans discovered how to mine it. The wood parts and the metal parts are fashioned by the hands of man, and at the end of this highly complex process, a single table is said to exist. This explanation is simplistic and summarizes a mere portion of the many complex causes leading to a table's creation. Every existing thing is dependent upon similar complex processes. You and I are not different. We are starborn. We are the stuff of the stars, and through infinitely complex interdependent relationships, causes, we have come into being. The multiverse and every one of its dimensions are interrelated in beautifully complex ways that are incomprehensible. To recognize the interdependent nature of reality is to understand what the Buddhists call shunyata, or emptiness. It is a first glimpse of the radiant ocean of light, experienced not merely intellectually, but understood. If you enjoyed this video, you might enjoy my book, Starborn Arising. It's available at Amazon, Kindle, and Barnes & Noble. This is Mark, bringing you a message of peace from the Starborn Project. I hope you are enjoying this series, and there is more to come. Namaste.